Hey guys, Geek Alchemy here today with a cutting video. We're going to be cutting Cleric and Coffee soap. This is the first time I get to use my cutter with an Essential Depot mold, so we'll see how that works. It's a nice white bar, and that would be the puppy in the background. Is that better? Alright, you. Quit flirting with the neighbor dog. Now, my Cleric soap here is about 4 days old, and my coffee soap is 2 days. As you can see, not much, if any, of the yellow really came through like I was hoping, but it's still a success as far as I'm concerned. I really like a cutting video. I don't know about the rest of y'all, but it's the final presentation of all your effort. Does that make sense? So today marks the end of the first week of my hubby's new job, which we're both really excited about because it's been a dream of his to work at the VA for I don't know, at least 10 years now. And in 2 weeks, he'll be getting his first check. And literally the day after, or the Monday after, the kids go back to school. Alright guys, I'm back. Sorry about that. Had to have a little chitty chat with my kid. Anyway, what was I saying? Oh yeah. In just over 2 weeks, our kids go back to school. It seems like they barely get any summer vacation anymore, or is that just me? It's a bit crazy if you think about it. This one I don't like at the end. I need to. Alright, this one then is going to be a sample size. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's not near as many bars as they say it should be, but I probably cut it wrong. Yeah, you see, I didn't want that big old gap in the back. Alright, and this will be a sample size that some lucky person's gonna get. You know, I don't think I've actually mentioned that too much here on this channel that I do make sample sizes of my soaps, whether they have come out, whether it's going to be the next release or the current release. I have samples that I create so that I can share them with all y'all. See there how it's going to get nice and creamy, nice and dark and creamy there. It will happen when there's more oxygen exposure to the soap. Like I said, this is only 2 days old, and the only reason this is able to be cut so soon is because of such a large amount of my butters. Yeah, you can see that there's some air pockets in there. Unfortunately, I couldn't avoid it. It just got so gloppy on me so quick, and it'd been a while since I made this recipe. I knew it accelerated much faster than my other recipes, but this one I reformulated it a little bit, and I had forgotten that by doing that I had cut back on the water amount, which of course makes your bars get harder faster. That's going to be a nice creamy brown. Of course, some people would say it's not coffee if it's that light, but I can't handle my coffee black personally. I can't do it. But anyway, getting back to the samples, since I skipped that subject, if I ever find myself without enough samples to go around, I will be handing out a coupon code for you to use the next time you purchase, and get money off your next purchase. It won't be usable on the shipping, but it will be usable on the items in the store, which for now is just soap. But I do have plans to expand in the future, but for now, this is what we're doing. You know, I dare say this soap is harder, than my Cleric soap. All that mango butter in here. A little dollop on the top. Isn't that nice? Ay, ay, ay. I have so many soaps planned, y'all. If I haven't already shared my video, I will share it within the next release, or within the next video or two that I share here on YouTube. And honestly, that's not even going to be the full list. The ones I know for sure that I will be sharing are obviously Cleric and Coffee are my first two. I also plan on debuting Mousse. I'm going to shave down some of these sides here, help get some of the bubbles gone, but I won't be doing too much just because I'll lose a good portion of the soap if I shave it all the way down. Mousse for the Unnatural fandom. For those of you that follow the fandom I'm speaking of, that's a real life TV show, you'll know who that references without me having to explain it. I also am debating on bringing out Baby this time around. That's one of my questionables. I honestly don't know if I want to do Baby, just because I am going to be mixing a lot of my fragrances together to create Babies. It's going to be, no matter what, it's going to be leather, it's going to be coffee and whiskey, and part of the fragrance that is with mousse. I believe off the top of my head that it's called Twigs and Berries. I know, what a beautiful name for it. But that's the name. I really like it. It has a very nice woodsy scent and a little berry accent to it. It makes me think of his hair products that they're always teasing him about using. See, his hair's so fluffy and magnificent. Alright, here is the sample piece that some lucky person is going to get. For those fragrances that I have yet to sell out of, by the end of the spring's release, anything that I don't sell out of, except for maybe 1 or 2 bars, I am going to be donating to a few local nonprofits in the area. Those nonprofits, there's a few homeless shelters in the area that I plan on at least one of them sharing this with. There is a local veterans nonprofit that I plan on also sharing these soaps with. In the future, I may make a whole loaf just for the nonprofit. Not this year, but I have plans for next spring or fall. So for those of you who are debating on getting a squirrel soap or a paladin soap or whatever you see on my website that you like, if you're just not sure you want it, you might want to get it, because I'm going to be waiting a little while to bring those back out, since they're not selling as well as I would like them to. And I just don't want the fragrance to go away and then you guys to feel like you've been cheated out of a good bar soap. Because I know I don't want to feel cheated when I buy anything, especially when it's crafted by someone and I'm paying that higher price. Of course, that higher price is worth it because you're helping a local business owner, you know, help pay their light bill or take their kids to, you know, this really cool field trip, or be able to let them go into scouts or something like that. So I always prefer to buy local from, you know, small business owners, but at the same time, as with anything, you don't want to feel cheated, and I don't want my customers to feel cheated. So that's why by November, if nobody, at the beginning of November, if no one buys my spring release soaps, I'm going to be donating all but a few to my local charities so that they can be enjoyed. So here you go, guys. Coffee and Cleric. You know you want them. Alright guys, stay geeky.